I know it's a Friday. For listening to the vibe right now, remember this is the party before the actual party, the Friday pregame with your queen of the airwaves, Daria Kish. We got DJ Cavoli on the deck. Started us off with a bang, but you know what? I've got somebody in studio, very talented, very ready to share with us her debut single, and she's looking beautiful as always. She's looking like a goddess. It's giving goddess, giving queen. How you doing, Delah?
Hi Daria. Hello, Rwanda. Hello, Africa. I'm doing very well. I'm blessed. Thank you. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. How does it feel to have released your debut single?
It feels awesome. Yeah. Like the feelings are definitely mixed. It's like a cocktail of feelings, but for the most part I'm gonna stay true to the fact that I am so excited and grateful, and this is something I've been working towards for a long time. So yeah.
How long have you been working on finally releasing your own thing?
I've been manifesting it for the past 3 years.
3 years.
Yeah, but then the actual work towards it started I'd say a year ago, where I decided this is what I want to do. And I started thinking about, okay, what is my sound? Like, really trying to discover what my sound is, what that would look like, on a recording. Because I've been performing for a really long time and it's been great. But I always felt like it's going to be a different situation recording and stuff. So yeah, take down notes, like the kind of sound I want, the producers I want to work with. I was in studio with the producer, Ehlers. He's an amazing producer. I was in studio with him for some time, but we never put anything out. So coming into this year, I was like, okay, now we are leaving the planning phase and we're getting to the doing phase. It's time. And I felt ready. And yeah, so I knew this was going to be the time where I would actually put something into the world and share it with, my peoples.
Well, I should say thank you so much for sharing a part of you with us. But you know what? You're more than just a phenomenal musician. You do so much. You want to tell us what else you do, Delah?
Thank you. Yeah, so, man, I really am a jack of so many trades. Because my journey in the arts started through slam poetry and then theater, and then just like songwriting, dancing, dabble a little bit in fashion. So it's always been like these building blocks, coming together. And I think it's just because as a creative person, you're always looking for ways to express yourself. And then as someone who also is obsessed with learning, I'm always looking for different opportunities to like learn a new skill. I'm surrounded by creatives, so I'm always looking at what other people are doing. You know what I'm saying? I just have a yes, I can type of energy. So yeah, that's kind of how it's been. And I'm excited to put all of those things together. I want to be a production house and create as much as I can with the tools at my disposal.
I love to hear it, but I know that you've worked with a couple of artists. You want to tell us who you've worked with?
Yeah, dude, a lot. A lot of artists here and around the world. Let me start with here in Rwanda. So I've worked with artists like the Dice Kid. We have a song together. I've worked with artists like Ish Kevin for Kwitizina in 2022, Alin Sano. I've worked with Kenny K Shot, Kivumbi. These are like the bigger names, right? But then I've also worked with like Lydia, an amazing vocalist. I've worked with instrumentalists like Sami Hindi, who plays the drums. I've worked with instrumentalists. I've worked with digital content creators. I've worked with dancers, Winnie Ange and them, poets, just different artists, man, visual artists as well. So I think that's what I'm saying. Like, as an artist, you can put yourself in an environment where there's so many people around you doing a plethora of things.
Yes.
And then you just either work with them or appreciate them, And then I've also been blessed with the opportunity to travel. So in the different countries I've traveled to, I've worked with the musicians and the artists there. Notably in Pakistan, when we went there, I performed, with one of the Pakistani artists, and he had a traditional instrument. So that was amazing. So yeah, I think a lot of things have definitely contributed to where I am now.
I feel like you're all rounded in terms of when it comes to the the art scene, the music scene. You fashion, you do poetry, you do singing, you do theater. I mean, is there something you can't do?
I'm yet to find out.
I love that answer. But you know what? We're definitely here for the end of the line. And before we talk about it, I need them to experience it because I told you when we were talking, the song has been stuck in my head. And I don't want to be the only one. So the end of the line, her debut single, Delah Dube, is in studio. And I need you to enjoy it as much as I do. Listen up.
Yay!
I was but a child when I fell for you. I didn't realize what love could do to a heart open and a mind naive, susceptible to all your plots and schemes. But since then I've seen the light. I'm better off without you. My mama should have warned me about guys like you. Brought up in a black and white world, and you emerged from a gray area, hiding your true colors, and boy, you hit 'em good. So I pray for an angel to save me, to show me who you truly are. Though I tried to deny, I gave you so many chances. We've reached the end of the line. We've reached the end of the line. The end of the line. It's time to say goodbye to the drama, to the bullshit. I'm done with it. The drama, your pettiness. Your words bewitched me. Try not to hate you for it. You might have said something in my head that made me come undone. Was I too young? Spun my world around. But as the nights turned into years, I grew out of my childish ways. No more fantasizing, no more trying to hide it. Can't keep lying to myself. I gotta face it. You were never mine. Just a moment I wish I could lose in time. Never mind, I had to read between the lines. So I pray for an angel to save me, to show me who you truly are. Though I tried to deny, I gave you so many chances. We've reached the end of the line. We've reached the end of the line. The end of the line. It's time to say goodbye to the drama, the bullshit. You're better. I'm done with it. I'm done with it. I'm done with it. Oh. You will see me in the morning at the crack of dawn. I
better give us them vocals, Delah. Woo, that is Delah Dube in studio. The song is End of the Line. How does it feel to hear your song play on your debut
Listen,
single?
the sound system in here is so good. I was hearing the bass, I was hearing the guitar so well. You know what I mean? I feel like, yeah, it is a privilege to hear it in this way.
It's such a beautiful song, and it has so much on it when it comes to the instruments, when it comes to your voice, the techniques that you use. Wow, 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 wow.
Thank you.
So the end of the line, I want to know, you have reached the end of the line. What is this about? What end of the line are you talking about?
Okay, first of all, I need to shout out the producer of this amazing song, because when you hear it like this, it's because, you know, different people worked on it.
Yes.
First of all, the producer is This Is God. As far as I know, he is one of the best live music producers, right? So everything from the vocals to the instruments were recorded live. So the energy was just electric. In terms of and then the music itself was also, you know, composed and performed by amazing local artists, you know, Sami Hindi on the drums, percussion, Dennis Nilo on the lead guitar, This Is God, the producer. He also plays the bass guitar, and then Jado on the keys. And the lyrics were written over a long period of time. Let me tell you that. First of all.
Okay.
Because I write songs in different ways. Sometimes it's just so instant. Other times it's like, okay, I'm searching for the right words. So I had the melody, I had the rhythm, I had some of the lyrics. But then with some of the lyrics, I was like, hang on, I feel like I'm starting to identify where the story is coming from. Because sometimes you can sit down and write with the intention to like write a song about this. Other times words can just flow. And this song started that way. And it took me time then to investigate where's the story coming from. But honestly, it's just a song, a powerful affirmation to tell yourself and myself that whatever is not serving you can leave. And it kind of you need that conviction to say it's the end of the line. And this can be from a relationship, it can be from an addiction, it can be from a job, it can be you could leave from anything that just doesn't serve you, a friendship. So like personally, I knew that as someone who needs that kind of motivation sometimes to walk away from things that don't serve me, this was like a reflection of that moment when I do have the conviction. So I was like, to anyone who's singing along to the song or listening to it and you're in limbo, it might be the first time you're saying it's the end of the line, and you're probably going to say it a couple of other times. It might be the last time you're saying it.
True.
But you're slowly building up that conviction. If you know in your heart you have to leave something or let something go, then this is the song that helps you do that.
Honestly, that definitely makes sense. And I feel like, you know, you could dedicate it to someone and say, you know what, it's done. We're done. I'm done. We reached the end of the line. Period.
You could.
You know what I think you should do? I think you should do a live performance of the song. It already sounds like a live performance, but it would be so nice to have all these people who have put in the work when it comes to the instrumentals and everything.
Yeah.
Are you thinking about that?
Would
live
you
performance?
Would you come if I put
What
up a live performance?
do you mean?
Would you?
Of course I would come.
Would you tell your friends to come?
I would tell my friends to come. And I'll be singing along in the crowd.
Would you tell your ex to come?
What? I reached the end of the line with him, Delah.
He needs to hear it.
I reached the
in
end
case
of the
you're
line.
doubting. Okay. If people are gonna come and experience it live, then I will.
I think they would. I believe that after hearing that they definitely would. Are you gonna do a music video for it? Are you gonna do a remix for it?
Oh, actually, I'm open to remixes. I'm very open to remixes. I personally I'm not gonna do a remix for it, but I'm open to share it with people who are feeling inspired to do so, and I'm open to that. In terms of music video, visuals, and everything, so this song is a part of an EP. So there's a few other songs coming, and I think it's definitely great to find different ways to engage with the audience, tell the story through different art forms. For real, I'm open to that, and because I'm still figuring it out, I'm going to see, how best to invest. Because, like, all those things you're saying are not cheap, girl.
I know.
They're
I
not
feel
cheap.
you.
But I'm like, I want to tap into my creative community, like people who are, interested in storytelling, people who can tell stories in different ways. We can
Yes.
collaborate. If the song touched somebody, then yes, please, like, by all means, let's collaborate. But then I'm also investing in a larger project.
You
Yeah.
mentioned the EP. Do you want to tell us when it's being released? Or is it going to be a surprise? Who's going to be on the EP?
You see now your questions.
What about my questions?
Okay, I will answer some of those questions.
Okay.
So it's meant to drop in May. That's the plan. The title is Hink Orior.
Say that again.
Hink Orior.
What does that mean? What is that?
It means from here I rise.
What language is that?
It's Latin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But that's all I'm gonna give you guys for now.
That's it?
That's all I'm gonna give you guys
Wow,
for
I
now. The
thought you were
release
gonna give
date
us
and
more.
the name. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm actually saying these things so that the universe can hear me. You get what I'm saying?
I get
and
you.
hold me accountable. Otherwise, I feel like I wouldn't have. But then now it's like, because I'm in that stage of getting things done, let me talk about it because I know I'm gonna make it happen.
You are going to make it happen. I mean,
Yeah.
you made this debut single happen.
Yeah.
And I know it's just the beginning of 2025. There's
It
so many other months. There's so many things you could do.
What does it feel like we've been in 2025 for a whole year though?
Girl, we just got started.
Dude.
But I know this is going to be a great year for you as an
Amen.
artist.
Amen.
And yes, for a debut single, this is like 10 over 10. 100 out of 10. I can't get it out of my head. I'm not even gassing you up, but you did that. You definitely did that, Delah.
Thank you. A great, great pleasure working on the project, and I'm also looking forward to the experience because I feel like it's opening a door for sure. Creatively, I feel like it was a way to push my boundaries, and then just learning about how to tell stories. So I don't know if I can talk about the song a bit more. The reason I used certain words, every word was intentional. Even you spoke about technique. So I'm a storyteller, and
Yes.
that's something I want to be able to do. I want to polish my skills of storytelling. But then I use take for example a lower register in my voice because I could have sang it in a higher register, but I use a
Yeah.
lower register because speaking of that conviction, and I felt like it's a song that I would have loved to hear from an older person, like someone who has been through life. So it's like the older, more mature version of myself who took time to reflect
Yes.
is singing back at me. And so that's why I wanted to go with the tone that sounded so resonant and so mature, and this person took time to really think about previous experiences. So because I'm still growing up, and I know a lot of young people my age are probably even still in limbo about a couple of things. But so that's the power of storytelling when you use some of these tools to be like, okay, fine, this is the kind of voice I want to use. This is the kind of pacing I want to use
Yeah.
to tell this kind of story. So as I go forward with the stories I collect, I want to learn how to tell the stories in different ways. Yeah.
That definitely makes sense. And I would love you to sing for us a bit of the end of the line. I hope you're ready for that. But before we do that, I'd love to know, where can we get your music? Where can we, keep up with everything that you're up to? Because girl, you are up to a lot today already. So we want to know where to find you on social media.
Yes, so to everyone who's listening, my name is Delah Dube, which is DELA_DUBE, like Lucky Dube, across all platforms. So that's on your Instagram, Delah Dube, Facebook, Delah Dube, Spotify, which is most important right now, Delah Dube. Across all social media platforms. I also have a portfolio that everyone can check out. It's linked in my Instagram bio. That's where we at right now.
That's Delah for you. Thank you so much for coming through.
My pleasure.
We cannot wait to listen to your EP and to watch that live performance. I'm putting it out there for you because I want to be there to experience it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. So you want to sing us something from the song, your debut single, The End of the Line. Make sure you stream it by Delah Dube, okay?
Stream it. Okay, now I'm thinking it's a very long song, so I have to think about where in the song am I gonna. Okay. maybe let me sing the second verse.
Okay, let's go.
Your words bewitched me. Try not to hate you for it. You might have said something in my ear that made me come undone. Was I too young? Spun my world around. Oh, but as the nights turned into years, I grew out of my childish ways. No more fantasizing, no more trying to hide it. Can't keep lying to myself. I gotta face it. You were never mine. Just a moment I wish I could lose in time. Never mind. I had to read between the lines.
Oh, okay. Shout out to you. I love that. I love the run at the end. Thank you so much for coming through, Delah. I cannot wait to listen to more that you have, and have a lovely rest of your weekend. Thank you
so much for having me, Daria. Thank you, Royal FM. Thank you, everyone who's been watching. A pleasure. See you on the journey.
All right, DJ Cavoni, we're definitely ready for you to take over. Giving you the Friday vibe. It's the, actual party. No, the party before the actual party. Let's go.